back to Eva's Kitchen. Of course, I'm Eva, and this is my kitchen. Today, we're gonna kick off summer again with another delicious salad. We're gonna kick it up a notch. We're using lobster and bacon. As you can see the ingredients here, we're gonna put that lobster in some boiling water. Let's get started. It's gonna take about 7 minutes to boil. While it's boiling, we're gonna make our dressing for the salad. We got that lobster in some boiling water. I didn't put any salt or anything in it because, as you know, fishy retains its own salt from the sea. We're going to get chopping the vegetables. Now you see I have my smock on because after I put my lobster in the water splashed on me. So don't forget to put your apron on so when you're making your lobster and you get wet, you'll be all prepared and ready. So let's get started with our veggies. We're going to be chopping the green onions, just like so. We want it nice and tasty. We have a scallion today. We won't be using a regular onion. This has a little bit less potent like an onion, but it's in the onion family. But we're going to use a scallion today. Green onions and scallion chopped. So now we're going to get ready to make the salad dressing. And what we're going to be using, I have a cup of mayo. Use a good mayo when you're making this salad, but you can use a mayo of your choice. And I'm going to get my dill chopped. I didn't chop it yet, so we want to chop it fine. I just have a little of dill. We have like 3 tablespoons of dill, and we're going to chop it finely. We have our mayo in there. We're going to take our lemon, and we're going to cut it, squeeze the lemon juice in, about 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. This salad works better when your ingredients are fresh. And we're going to put in a little bit of white wine vinegar. Maybe 2 I'm going to use this cap, and I'm going to do 2 of them. 1, 2. And then we're going to stir. Ooh, that smells delicious. The acid in that vinegar, white wine vinegar, breaks the mayo down. Okay, now we're going to sprinkle in a little salt and pepper. We're going to put in our scallions and our green onions. And I'm going to put in some dill, just a little bit, just to stir it in to flavorize it. Now you see, I use red potatoes on this menu. I didn't use my Yukon potatoes. I use red, but you can use any potatoes of your choice. I'm going to mix half of this dressing in with the salad. I'm going to put in my potatoes, just like so. I'm only going to put a little bit of the salad dressing in, and I'm going to toss and see if I need to add a little bit more. And the reason I use dill and lemon juice, because it just goes well with lobster, any fish dish. So I don't quite have enough dressing, so I'm going to put all this dressing in, and the potatoes will break up a little bit. And it's okay if your potatoes are a little warm. That's good, because that way the flavors gets in the potatoes when they're a little warm and they all marry together. See if I can get a little bit more of this dressing. I used a cup of mayo, and if it's not enough for you and you like it a little bit wet, go ahead and add a little bit more. So now I'm going to sprinkle in my dill. Now I'm going to put this aside, and then I'm going to get the lobster, and then we're going to crack the skin of the lobster shell, and then we're going to toss it in the salad. We're going to get our lobster out, and we're going to run a little bit of cold water over it just to cool it down before we chop it up and put it in the salad. Gonna let it sit in a little cold water. I'm not an expert on how to take a lobster out of the shell. I'm gonna have to get my big knife and cut it down the middle. Oh, there we go. Just crack and do. And there we go. We have the lobster all cracked in shell, and I'm getting ready to chop it. And I have a laugh out loud. Once I broke the lobster and got him out of the shell, look how tiny it is. I should have gotten about 5 or 6 of them. But if you need more meat, just get more. Just buy enough that suits your fancy. So we're going to put the lobster in the salad. It's perfect. It's just enough. We don't want to overpower the salad with a lot of dressing. We're going to sprinkle a little salt and pepper. And I'm not going to stir it in. I'm just going to leave it on the top. And we're going to put a little parsley just to garnish. And I didn't put the sugar in because I don't think I need it. And remember, when you're making this salad, to let it chill for about 30 minutes. An hour would be even better before you serve it, so everything marries together. And I was just wondering, what else could we do with potatoes besides just making a traditional potato salad? So I said, well, we have mac and lobster, mac and cheese with lobster, so let's try it with potatoes. And the difference would be using dill and lemon juice with the white wine vinegar. And that would give it a little bit of kick. And if you think you need that little bit of sweetness in it from using that white wine vinegar, just put a pinch of sugar in it if you need it. Our lobster dill potato salad. So try it at home. Subscribe to my channel. And remember, I'm Eva, and this is Eva's Kitchen.